We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we've got a CFL game to go over. We got baseball and we got two WNBAs. So we got a decent slate for today. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Another profitable day, up 1.55 units overall. Baseball went 5-4-1. 5-4-1. Started off 0-3. Oakland Athletics first 5 plus a half. Oakland Athletics full game plus 1.5. And the over 9 in Boston, Minnesota all lost. The Athletics were frustrating because they're both situations with both my plays. All I needed them to do was give me 3 outs. And they couldn't do it. They were covering the plus a half heading into the bottom of the 5th, give up 2 runs. They were covering the plus 1.5 heading into the bottom of the 8th, give up 4 runs. Those were the only 2 innings the Guardians scored in. So frustrating there. Padres team total over 4.5. That was easy. That was a casher by, I want to say, the 3rd inning. Full game over 8.5 as well. Padres took care of that. I think the final score was 10-0 in that game. Miami, Pittsburgh, first 5 under 4 was a winner. Seattle, New York, first 5 under 4 was a loser. And the Mariners money line was a winner. The fun game of the night, Tim. First 5 pushed. Kansas City plus 265, first 5 money line. The Kansas City Royals, full game money line plus 290. It comes through as they win. They win with a run in the top of the 9th, and Barlow shuts it down in the bottom of the 9th. Multiple multi-run comebacks for the Kansas City Royals in that game. So a nice little winner there. In my series of no team should be a minus 300 favorite in baseball. There's 2 teams that are close to that today. On Bet Online, they have not reached the minus 300 threshold, and that's the threshold I use for betting minus 300 favorites. But it could at some point in the day. So overall, 5-4-1 up 0.68 units in the MLB. CFL split out. Winnipeg, wow. They did. I mean, my bad. I should say it the other way. BC, wow. That defense is legit. It's not very often where you can have a defense coming into a game. Granted, it was 2 games in with a 7.5 points against average. Go into Winnipeg with the way that offense is clicking and lower that average. Final was 30-6. I'll probably look to bet Winnipeg next week. I don't know who they play, but after that type of loss, I expect to bounce back and maybe look to fade BC next week. Definitely an under in BC's games. They're going to be an under team this year. But the minus 6.5 for Winnipeg was a loser, but the under 49 was a winner. So it split out there. The WNBA was really nice last night, other than the Minnesota Lynx plus 4.5. They got blown out. But Minnesota, Connecticut under 158 lands on 157. That was nice.
Never in doubt, right?
Well, I wasn't watching. And I got the notification that the game ended, and it was 157. I'm like, oh, wow. That was closer than the live lines had 30 minutes ago. But Washington, Chicago, under 154.5 was easy. Indiana, Seattle, under 164 was a winner. The second half died, including, I think it was 20-something points in the 3rd quarter and less than 20 points in the 4th quarter, something along those lines. Like at one point, I think I looked and it was like 3 minutes left in the game, and it was like 9-8 in the 4th
What
quarter.
Game?
Indiana.
Oh yeah, 13-9 Indiana in the 4th.
Absolutely beautiful. In that sense, 3-1 up 0.93 units. WNBA continues to be pretty good this year. 9-6-1 overall, up 1.55 units. 143, 121, and 20 so far this June, up 17.29 units. Hoping to continue that into today.
We had an absolutely massive day on the site. going 4-4, up 0.18 units. Got you there for a minute.
I know what we had.
I know. Arizona run line. Nice little casher. Never in doubt. Totally didn't have to sweat out that 9th inning because Washington decided to hit a 2-run shot down 5-1. The over in that Minnesota game was very frustrating. 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Loser there. Now, I'll talk about that one last. The home doggies go 0-2 yesterday, so that was a little bit of a tank on it, but still 16-11-1 this season. You split out on your CFL game, and I had Indiana, the Fever, minus 120. The line moved like crazy. I think there was an injury of some sort. Didn't matter because the Fever by double digits win by 12. Personally, I had first quarter full game. I pushed the first quarter, hit the first half, and I had 2 units on the full game because I ended up rebetting it after the line moved so I can get plus money. So I'm all right with that. And then the one was the biggest never in doubter of the night. The Miami Marlins on the run line. Totally didn't take 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th.
No.
But, yeah, it ended up being a good night, and we ended up being up 0.18 units. Also had a nice casher in minor league baseball because we went to the Mets-Bulls game yesterday, and the Syracuse Mets won 12-1. I had the Mets plus 160 and the Mets in the over parlayed at 330 or something. So very, very nice day there. Anyways, that is everything for the recap. Nick, do you want to go say hi to the chat? I know Ice X is in there, so you probably don't, but
yeah. He says 2 games with a minus 300 favorite in Washington and Oakland. And then I did respond that the Jays on Bet Online were minus 293 and the Padres were 278. If those were to hit 300, I will bet it. You know me. Blue Jays are minus 310 and the Padres are minus 290 on FanDuel. And we sell the rest of the day. Yeah. Oh, shit. It's Corbin Day. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good to be here. What's good? Real Deal Prime. ESB, my guys. Good morning. Cash a 3-teamer for 4.5 units. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Legs plus 4.5 killed the 3-teamer. To 3
went to bed last night. That was not fun.
Yeah. I wish I would have thrown $20 on the Royals.
Oh yeah, easy to say now.
That was a sweat though, yeah. Plus 300 not happening again today. No, they are plus 224. The Royals. We'll get into that. Tampa Bay or Rays money line was a lock. What a horrible shirt, Tim.
Thank you.
Nevertheless, morning.
Hey, Tate, just send me some White Sox gear. I'll wear White Sox gear on cam. I have them to win the division. Go White Sox. Come on. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The White Sox are going to win today.
All right. How about Tim? We start our slate, eh?
I guess Montreal and Hamilton. Hamilton's a 2.5-point favorite. 44 is the total. You know I don't do CFL, so you go ahead and fire away, Nick.
Yeah, this line opened up at a -3 for Hamilton. It's now down to a -2.5, but that does not tell the story about this line movement. Bo Levi Mitchell is out for this game. It'll be Schultz, the starting quarterback for Hamilton. Don't know if that's really that much of a downgrade this early in the season, especially with Bo Levi Mitchell still learning the offense, and Schultz have been there for a few years. But this line went from a -3 down to a pick'em. At one point, it was Montreal -1.5, and now it's back up to a Hamilton -2.5. So a crazy line movement there. Line opened up at a 44. It got down to a 43.5. It actually got down to 43 at one point, went back up to 43.5. Now it's back up to 44. So no line movement there on the total, which I have both the side and the total in this one here. Let me grab for CFL. I have to use VSIN for the ticket count. There we go. We have 59% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the Alouettes. The injury news really, I think, put that through a loop, though. 51% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under. I am on the under here. I got it at 43.5. I got it at 44 on the site. And I'm on the I'm on the Alouettes. I personally got 115. They're up to, I think, 120 now. So the line's moved against me on both of these here. And when we look at this matchup, we have Montreal coming in off of a bye week and a 19-12 win against Ottawa. On the flip side, we have Hamilton coming in off of probably the toughest start for any CFL team, as they lose 42-31 to Winnipeg and 32-14 against Toronto. And this is going to be an interesting game here. Montreal, I think, had with the bye week, had more time to prepare for this game. I do think Montreal wins this one. I did grab the Alouettes at plus 115, but I also more look for the offensive struggles to continue for Hamilton here. It is supposed to be rainy today in Hamilton as well, I've heard, so that can definitely help maybe them running the football more and being able to eat away at that clock. Also, the history of these two teams has just been nothing but under football. I think between these two teams, it's gone under in 6 of the last 7 matchups against each other. So I look for that to continue into this one here. I like the under 40. You can get 44 now. Shop around. And I'm on the Alouettes money line as well.
There you go. Alouettes and the under for Nick. Had an amazing day yesterday. There you go. Why didn't you give us any of your plays? Okay. Man, all the WNBA games went under. Had 2 out of the 3.
I had all 3.
Alouettes money line. There you go. Screw the Tie-Cat shitty ass team. Rays definitely sold apparently to be somewhat rigged, with McClanahan being pulled a bit early and towards the end not being able to hold on. Well, didn't McClanahan leave with an injury?
That's called baseball.
Give me Montreal. The Montreal Canadiens money line. There you go. Let's head to some baseball, Nick, and I have a play for this one that I like.
Yeah, let's get up the baseball line history in this one here. And we will start off here with the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This line opened up, or this line minus 185, total 7.5. It opened up at minus 161 for the Marlins, so a 24-cent line movement towards Miami in this game. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5. To move down a half a run here in this game. Let's see if that reflects the line movement here. Let's refresh my tickets. There we go. Oh, markets. There we go. All right. We have 44% of the tickets and 80% of the cash is on the Pirates, and the lines move towards the Marlins. They're just not respecting this Pirates money. 34% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on the under. The lines move down half a run. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup for this one here. We have Luzardo and Ortiz. Ortiz, 3.94 ERA, 1.55 whip, 6.67 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 4.55 walks per 9, 302 BABIP, a 5.5 FIP, and a 5.2 SIERA. Not great stats here for Mr. Ortiz. Luzardo, 5.57 ERA, 1.08 whip, 10.86 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%, 1.39 walks per 9, a 313 BABIP, a 3.53 FIP, and a 2.90 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Marlins, 3.08 FIP and a 3.13 SIERA, compared to the Pirates bullpen, which we saw yesterday, is terrible. 5.94 FIP and a 4.82 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards Miami, 111 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 95 for the Pirates against lefties, which is 18th. So the Pirates struggling hitting right now. Kind of makes me think an under could be a decent look in this game, in this spot. But I think I'm more looking towards the Miami Marlins in this game. I think this Yeah, you can get first 5 under 4, which is not bad. Now the question is, what is going to be this -1 line at? Because this is going to probably be a decently expensive 138. I'm not overly thrilled about, and I don't like laying full run lines with home teams as well. I lean Miami at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how to approach this game. Maybe it's a Pirates team total under. Miami's bullpen's been really strong, so maybe we can trust that. But that's -133 for an under 3.5. It's -130 for an under 1.5 for the first 5. So I don't really know how I want to approach this game. Miami, I lean Miami, but they seem a little too expensive for me. And I know you can get plus money on the run line, but they're too expensive for me, I think, at the moment.
Oh, I'm gonna run with Miami because you get the Pittsburgh Pirates on a 10-game losing streak. I'm gonna keep fading it. I cashed on the Marlins yesterday. I've been cashing against the Pirates for a while. I'm gonna keep riding it, and I know you lean that way, so I'm gonna go ahead and load it up. I like to back teams that are winning. I like to fade teams that are losing. Marlins don't really have much of a winning streak, but 10 losses in a row. Yeah, sign me up for Marlins run line today, especially with Jesus Luzardo. If it was let's see, what's tomorrow's matchup? Hoying and Pina. I'll probably be on Marlins again. The thing, I'm just gonna keep fading the Pirates until they lose a game. That's just it. So for now, Marlins run line once again.
That's fair. Yeah, I wanted to find a way to get onto the Miami Marlins here, but with the line moving, if this was still -160, -165 when it opened up, I'd be all over the fish because this would be a much more affordable price tag, I think. It would be -138, I think I said, for the -1 line. Yeah.
There you go. Told you to take the Braves yesterday. I was already on the Braves. I took the Braves yesterday. Nick didn't. Y'all were worried about the Phillies. I was never looking at the Phillies. Never looking at the Phillies yesterday. There was the line movements with that game that almost took me off of it.
The pitching changes made me want nothing to do with it.
And it went to extra innings 0-0. Nice. Fernando, you've been right a lot. Let's go for 0 for 11. Pirates money line it is. No, we're not doing Pirates money line. I have been on fire lately, Mo Harris. The only thing about me is that letting the trigger go. Putting big money on them. I laid $20 on 3-leg. They be hitting. Enjoy it. Enjoy it now. Knock, knock. Who's there, Nathan? Mo Harris, you've been playing my place? Apparently. Let's go to the 2 hottest teams in the MLB, Nick.
Yeah, and this one I did a free pick video on last night, and I'm not very comfortable about the way the line has moved. Let's get into it. We have the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds. The Braves are on -140 favorites, total of 10.5 in this game. This line opened up at a -145 for the Braves. It did get all the way up to a -157 last night, and now it's down to a 142. So it's been a 3-cent line movement towards the Reds. The initial line movement was heavy towards the Braves. Line opened up at 10.5 at -115. It's now 10.5 at -125. Let's take a look at the money in this game. Let's see if it reflects a line move towards the Reds. 66% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Braves. The line originally moved towards them. Now it's moved towards the Reds. 39% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the under, and the line's moved towards the over. That's going to probably keep me off the over in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Luke Weaver and A.J. Smith-Shawver. Shawver has been really good. 2.03 ERA, 0.98 whip, 7.43 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 2.7 walks per 9, a 200 BABIP, a 4.48 FIP, and a 4.45 SIERA. On the flip side, Luke Weaver, 6.39 ERA, 1.58 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%. 3.2 walks per 9, a 325 BABIP, a 502 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Atlanta. 3.02 FIP, 2.74 SIERA. compared to 4.75 and 4.62. These are two of the top offenses in baseball right now. The Braves number one versus righties the last 30 days with 133 WRC plus and 111 for the Reds, which is seventh. And for me, I moved on the Braves -1 last night. You could get a much better price on it this morning. Actually, -143. I would still -1 it. And it's 143 and it's even money. It's now 122. So it's much more affordable now if you want it back to -1. I know Reds have won 11 straight games and you don't want to jump in front of a train, but I think the Braves are a team you can jump in front of a train with because they're that good and they're the best team in the National League and they're probably the World Series favorites right now. So I'm on the Atlanta Braves -1. I don't feel very confident about it with the line move, but it is what it is. I'm on the Braves.
Well, I'm going to keep riding on the train instead of jumping off of it. I've been back. To be fair, I've been on the Reds for a while now, so it's not just me grabbing this game. It's I'm grabbing I've grabbed a bunch of games in a row with the Reds, so I'm going to keep just continuing to ride them. And I'm getting a little bit of plus money doing so. We're going to be on opposite sides of this one, Nick. I'll grab the Reds until they lose a game, and then we'll look towards not backing them as much anymore. But for right now, I'm going to keep riding.
Yeah, and for those looking at Atlanta Braves or at Cincinnati Reds futures, because they're on a nice little winning streak,
somebody else will win the division.
Yeah, I mean, what could potentially go wrong? All I've seen on Twitter the last couple of weeks during this run is Cincinnati Reds futures, and I think they have like the 11th toughest remaining start of the schedule. Surely nothing goes wrong there.
Nope.
All right.
Back to the Chenek.
Yep. Jesus Lazardo. All right. Yeah. Smith was going to pitch against Nola originally. Then it got delayed. Then the Braves switched it up and I stayed off. I was going to go back to Nola against Smith. Yep. Morning, gents. Morning, grit and grind. What's good? Morning, boys. Damn that Eddie yesterday.
It wasn't him. It was Cessus that ruined it for me.
Yeah. Cool. Let's keep making that bread. LOL. Braves -1.5, -102 with Smith. Yucky. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Was my sole pick that loss. Won 2 same game parlays in the Diamondbacks run line. Still made 6 units, but if Eddie could have gotten a hit, it would have been an amazing day. Yep. Oh, yay. Nick and I agree. Yeah, I know. Sorry, X. Yeah, I tell Nick, Tim, you, Rise, and Markel, that guy, and mostly myself. There you go. Like the Braves, but the only thing that Shaver is that Shaver, let's get a lot of hits. Yeah. Same game parlay, Braves money line, Eddie Rosario to get that hit. He missed yesterday, and Michael Harris to get a hit too. Yeah, I could see the game going over. So that's not a bad look. Bravo is first 5 money line, but stay off from me. Fair. Braves game looks like it should go over, so take the under. Fair. Celtics for the Super Bowl. Yeah. Let's do it, Mo Harris. I have the under also. Yep. Sweet SD hat. Yeah, yesterday I went out and I got a couple other hats too.
All right, bye, Nick. Have a good day.
I'm just grabbing them real quick. So yeah, I went out and I got the San Diego hat. I got the Houston Astros.
Gross.
And Tim's favorite St. Louis Cardinals.
Gross.
So I added to my collection yesterday with a couple new hats. Yeah, what I've seen, Weaver, he doesn't give. Yeah, but Weaver, somebody I think they can absolutely light up. You gotta think like the book, Fernando. Yeah, Harris is on a 6 or 7 game streak, so was Eddie before yesterday. There you go. We'll move on. On to the next game here. Again, that made me some money last night. Let's see if we can figure out a way to do that again today. Rays, they're only minus 250 now, so they're not the 300 fade today. Total of 8 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history here between the Zach attacks. Eflin versus Greinke. Line opened up at 275. It's a 250 now, so it's a 25-cent line movement towards the Royals again. Line opened up at 8.5, minus 125 to the under. Now it's 8 at minus 118 to the under, so almost a full half-run line movement there for that game. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. As we have, 9% of the tickets and 34% of the cash is on the Kansas City Royals. So big bets coming in on the Royals here. No surprise. All the money for the Rays is coming in on the run line. 93% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Rays run line. 35% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the under in this game. So the line moving down towards the under. Maybe the under's the look in this game. Greinke has been okay. 4.81 ERA, 1.11 whip, 8.14 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 1.11 walks per 9, a 275 BABIP, a 4.64 FIP, and a 3.84 SIERA. On the flip side, Eflin's been awesome. And mainly at home, he's been awesome too. 2.97 ERA, 0.99 whip, 7.42 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 2.37 walks per 9, 256 BABIP, a 242 FIP, and a 3.82 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Tampa Bay Rays. 3.77 FIP, 3.74 SIERA compared to 4.89 and 4.41 for the Royals. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rays. 108 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 95 for the Royals, which is 20th. I kind of think an under is a decent look in this game, and maybe the Royals first 5. You can get the under 4.5 first 5 at minus 125 and the plus a half at plus 125. I do think that we get a good performance out of Zach Eflin. And the way the line's moving tells me that the Royals are not only live, but Zach Greinke pitches well today. With the line moving down and the big bets coming in on the under, and the line moving towards the Royals, even though 34% of the cash is on the Royals, makes me think we can thread the needle here with the first 5 plus a half and the first 5 under 4.5. And that's exactly how I'm going to approach this game. If I get one, I'll break even. If I get both, I'll be up almost 2 units. So,
and then
yeah, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Royals, Tampa Bay Rays, first 5 under 4.5, and then the Royals plus a half a run in the first 5 innings at plus 125.
I wanted to find a way to back my boy, Zach Eflin.
The under.
And that's exactly that I was about to say. Then I can't grab a run line because they're minus 125 on the run line. So instead, I'm going to grab the under. This is a Kansas City team that's normally not good hitting wise. And I don't want to say they got lucky to get 6 runs yesterday. I don't see them winning another one. So I'm going to back my boy Zach Eflin. Going to just keep riding with him. And we'll grab the under 8 because you can't touch Tampa Bay right now.
No, yeah. And if you're putting up a side, the only way you can go is the Royals.
That's not true.
I honestly don't see a way you can. I mean, you can get the Rays run line minus 130, saying they bounce back. But I mean, at this point, I mean, the Rays have struggled a little bit as of late. This is a team that you're starting to see a little bit of regression from. They are 4-6 in their last 10 games. They've lost 4 of their last 5.
Good. We got Baltimore Oriole futures. Come on.
No, I mean, I need the Rays to keep winning. They still got a 4.5 game lead over the Orioles, so still not too much of a concern. And 9.5 over the Yankees, 10 over the Blue Jays, which those teams could get hot. They very well could. But yeah, I'm trying to thread the needle here in the first 5 innings.
Good luck. I'm going to grab the under.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the chat here. Where did we leave off? Yeah. Oh, this is a great one that we left off on. You guys, twins, but the guy in the Padres hat looks way cuter. Hello, Moose. All right, Tim's not playing along with that. All right. Is it true Elon Musk and Zuckerberg want to fight each other? I have a clip for that.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I actually think Tim is frozen. I think we lost Tim. Yeah, he's frozen. We lost. Yeah, we lost him. Okay, that's why he wasn't responding. There we go. Ella, yeah. Rays should roll today and probably money line. But they haven't been playing good lately, so I stayed away. Yeah, no way I'm laying 250 on a team that's lost 4 of their last 5 games. That's not happening. For show Mon Harris. There you go. Funny how Oakland owned them this year, and Casey hasn't played bad against them either. 2 lowly teams. Sometimes when you're a team like that, you just overlook your opponents, and that's the problem I think with the Rays here is they just got a little complacent. I mean, they were like, oh, it's only the A's, it's only the Royals, and you get each team's best performance. Yeah. TRL has a Cy Young ticket on our boy Eflin. Yeah. Greinke 1-7. 1-7 Greinke. Yeah. Greinke struggle a bit. I mean, you're not going to have a good record on a team like KC.
Mm-hmm. I am back. My Wi-Fi went out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just skip my comment later.
Okay. If I was to bet this game, it'd be Rays team total and Eflin strikeouts over. Fair. I'm on the over 8. I feel like the Rays are pissed after losing yesterday. They very well could be. And my bets can very well be dead by the end of the 3rd inning. And only at 5.5, clearly, that most games better offenses. Me too. I have that feeling. Clears. I like the Royals. Sick feeling yesterday I had with them clobbering. This is clobbering a -1.5. Yeah, probably. If that happens, I think that's the Rays taking over late against them.
And it ends up finishing like 6-1.
Because if you look at it, the Royals used Chapman and Barlow yesterday. So KC and Oakland being Tampa's kryptonite is sad. I mean, I wonder if they just don't care about like playing the bad teams. Yeah. -125 isn't that bad, almost fair. Yeah.
But for a run line, no thank you.
Yeah. Rays fell back down to earth. I wouldn't say they've fallen back down to earth. They're just on a little slump. Every team goes through them. Rays are going to put that song called Pound Town and Pound. Yeah, probably. And I'm probably way wrong on this, but it is what it is. Rays team total is still backing them to put up some runs, and the Royals can still win outright. I don't care if the Royals win outright. I want this a low-scoring, tied game at the end of 5 innings. I want 1-1, 2-2, 1-0, 2-1, something like that. Tim is deep in his thought. Yes. Yeah, he's frozen. Yeah. Wi-Fi went out. Give me a minute, says Tim. Rays might put 8 up on Greinke alone. Yeah, he very well could. Tim said, yeah, for calling him ugly.
Yeah. You called me ugly.
Friends. What's good, Markel? I lagged switched Tim out of his Wi-Fi.
Thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate the break.
Markel. And then we'll move on. We have the Tampa Bay Rays. Wrong game. Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers in this next one. Here, the Twins are -130 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Joey Wentz and Kenta Maeda. Maeda making his debut this year. Line opened up at a 127 for the Twins. It's down to a 141 for the Twins. It's down to a 127, a 14-cent line movement towards the Motor City Kitties. Line opened up at a 9 plus 105. It did go down to an 8.5. It's up to a 9 again. And the lines moved 10 cents towards the over since the opening line. But the initial line movement was towards the under. Let's see if Well, let's see how the money's coming on this game here. And 58% of the tickets and 92% of the cash is on the Twins, but yet the lines move towards the Tigers, which tells me the Tigers are very live in this game. 83% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over, but it originally moved towards the under. Got nothing on Kenta Maeda because this is his debut for the season. This is his season debut. Joey Wentz has been terrible, but I don't know if Minnesota is really going to take advantage of it. 7.46 ERA, 1.74 WHIP, 9.59 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 3.91 walks per nine, a 3.73 BABIP, a 5.02 FIP, and a 4.35 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards those Detroit Tigers. 3.34 FIP and a 3.59 Sierra compared to 3.77 and 3.72. Hitting advantage goes towards the Tigers. 90 WRC plus, which is 23rd against lefties. Do I have this mixed up? No. And then for the Twins against lefties, 70 WRC plus, which is 26, my bad. The Twins not really hitting lefties. I think the Tigers are live in this game. In this spot, it's just, do you want to trust Joey Wentz? And what are we going to get out of Kenta Maeda in his first start? The Tigers full game is plus 117. Do I really want to take the Tigers at this low of a price? They are at home. And the Twins are a very up and down team. I have them to still win the division. So I think that they're probably the shiniest turd in that division. But do I really want to back the Tigers here? I don't know. I think the Tigers are live in this game. I think the line movement tells me the Tigers are a little bit live in this game. But I don't know if this is a game I particularly want to get involved with. I know Tim's probably going to say pass because this is the AL Central. But it's a lean towards the Tigers for me.
Why do you always have to steal my thunder? Huh? You gave out my entire summary of this game already, Nick. I'm passing. It's the AL Central. I don't like betting the AL Central games. I just don't get them right, so there's no point in me betting them. That's kind of my feelings on that. Good luck to anybody who does, but pass for me. Whenever two AL Central teams play against each other.
Yeah. We'll head back to the chat here. Let's see. It froze with you looking into space. Yeah, you were like, pass. Almost wanted to back Wentz. Yeah. Lenny's Tigers be Tigers. Yeah. Mini haha doesn't hit lefties. Well, they absolutely do not, which maybe makes you think the under's a look. The original line move was towards the under. And Tigers we trust. Pass, though. Twinkies coming in off an emotional Red Sox victory. They're better spots today. They're 100%. Yeah. Lots of cats. Love means Twins minus 1.5. Fair. Over 8.5. I love steals 3 words of thunder. Yeah. Maeda is ass. And he hasn't pitched yet this year. So my worry is, what is he going to look like? And that's a big wild card. So I want nothing to do with it. We'll move on to matchup here. The Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Mets are minus 120 favorites. Or Phillies are minus 120 favorites. Total 9.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5. So up half a run here. Line opened up at minus 130. It's now down to a minus 115 for the Phillies, which tells me that they think Walker is vulnerable in this game. It is Tayshaun Walker and Kodai Senga. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Let's see if it reflects a line movement here. 69% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Philadelphia Phillies. And the books are opening up their arms nice and wide for more Phillies money. 68% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved up half a run in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Kodai Senga and Tayshaun Walker. Senga's been good. 3.18 ERA, 1.16 whip, 10.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%. The one thing he does struggle with is walks. 4.76 walks per nine, but a 217 BABIP, a 409 FIP, and a 4.38 Sierra. On the flip side, we have Tayshaun Walker, 1.75 ERA, 1.03, but whip the last 30 days. He's been great. 6.75 walks per nine, strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 3 walks per nine, 237 BABIP, a 376 FIP, and a 4.73 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards the Philadelphia Phillies here. Their FIPs are very similar, 5.18 and 5.2, but the Sierra is 3.16 compared to 4.05. The Mets with the hitting advantage, 102 WRC plus versus righties compared to 94 for the Phillies. So I do think the Mets have a nice little edge here in this game early. I don't trust the Mets bullpen for a full game play in this one, but even money here in the first 5 innings, I'm going to grab the New York Mets. I'm also leaning towards the full game over in this one. The line has moved up. Bigger bets are coming in on it. Maybe we see a Mets team total over 4.5 at -115. I think that's the look. With the line dropping and going up, tells me that the books think Walker gets hit today. And one thing we've seen with the Mets is scoring is not a problem. It's whatever reason, it's pitching. And so that's the main concern with the Mets, because this is a team that let me see. I want to see what their stats are real quick for this, because when we look offensively, okay, they're 13th. They score 4.5 runs a game. Recently, the last 10 games, they've scored 8, 2, 11, 7, 3, 6, 4, 6, 1, 5. So they're scoring runs. Runs are not a problem for them here. And I kind of want to look at I haven't been looking at this for the first few games of the slate. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, because usually Citizens Bank Park is, one of the best hitting conditions. And that's the case here. They're the 3rd best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 14% runs, plus 30% home runs, plus 7% triples and doubles. Out of the parks we've looked at so far, by the way, I believe that they are. This is second best, because we haven't gone over the Coors game, but Great American Ballpark, Atlanta, and Cincy has the 2nd best hitting conditions. So kind of an interesting day. A lot of really nice hitting conditions. Less than half of only 6 out of the 8 games have a hitting conditions in the negatives for runs, according to Ballpark Pal. I think there's going to be runs in this game, and I like the Mets to score them. So I'm going to look at the Mets team total over 4.5 -115 as well. Mets team total over 4.5 -115. Mets first 5 money line at even money for me.
For whatever reason, the Mets love playing against the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, a Mark Canha home run prop. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say Kanya home run prop. And the Mets, I believe on Father's Day, the Phillies had to send the Mets a gift. Because the Mets are 17-5 their last 22 times against the Phillies. They just completely own them. And I'm going to continue to ride that trend. There's no reason to kind of jump off of it at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on the Mets money line. I got it at like -104. Probably not as good of a line now, but I will gladly take the Mets money line in this game. I can get it at +105 on the site. So roll with the Mets today.
Yes, Mets for today against those Philadelphia Phillies.
Yep.
Mets money line. Senga. Pass. Mets money line. Yeah, I like the Mets money line. The same game parlay. Marlins money line. My bad. Luis Ariz 1+ hits, and not sure why this is a pick'em game when the Pirates have been 0-10 and the Marlins have been hot. It's weird.
That guy yesterday, I took your thing. I went Marlins money line, Luis Ariz hit, and Garrett strikeouts, and that was easy. So nice winner there. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's go Mets money line. Yep. Oops. Typed that in early. My bad.
No, you're good.
Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. I'm on the Tigers and the over, full game on the Reds and the Braves. I don't mind the over in the Reds game. The conditions are really nice. First 5 run line, no. Red Sox money line. All right, nice hit. Did that Rays game really happen yesterday? I can't believe I passed on the live line down or when the Royals were down 5-3 late. Yikes. No problem. We're all here for the same reason. There you go. But we'll move into the next matchup here. This one's kind of interesting with the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees. Rangers are minus 110 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. Line opened up at minus 105. It's now up to a minus 108 for the Rangers. Total opened up at 8.5. It's now at minus 110. It's now minus 115 for the over 8.5. So a 5-cent line movement towards the over, a 3-cent line movement towards the Rangers. Really don't have too much for cash flow in this game. 72% of the tickets, 65% of the cash is on the Rangers in this one. Lines move 3 cents towards them. 91% of the tickets. I do not have a cash flow on the total here, but 91% of the tickets are on the over. Dane Dunning and Clark Schmidt. Dunning has really not looked particularly great. 4.28 ERA, 1.61 WHIP, 5.27 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%. 3.95 walks per nine, a 3.11 BABIP, a 5.44 FIP, and a 5.63 SIERA. On the flip side, Clark Schmidt, 2.36 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 6.41 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%. 2.03 walks per nine, a 260 BABIP, a 4.1 FIP, and a 4.54 SIERA. Open advantage goes towards the Bombers, 3.67 FIP, 3.82 SIERA compared to 4.64 and 3.86 for the Rangers. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers, 122 WRC plus, which is second against righties. And the Yankees have absolutely been struggling offensively as of late, 87 WRC plus, which is 24th. This is a tricky game for me. I don't really want to back Dane Dunning. He's somebody where his numbers suggest he's going to get hit really hard soon. Is it going to be this game? Is it going to be next game? I don't know. But I do think there will be value fading Dane Dunning going forward. I really have no interest in this game, though. This is going to end up being a pass for me.
Yeah, if it seems like a close line to you, I want to take the Rangers run line, plus 145. Because I'm not going to go after a pick 'em. If the Rangers are going to win this game, they're going to win this one by 3, 4, or 5 runs. And I think that the Rangers do win this one. Because Clark Schmidt is pitching for the Yankees, and I am not high on him whatsoever. I think he's awful. And I think Texas, with the best offense in baseball, will be able to put up runs against them. So I'm going to be going and grabbing the Rangers today. Did I get that one in yet? I think I missed that. That line was not out at the moment when I was putting in my bets this morning. Give me the Rangers today, and I'll take the run line at like plus 145. Thoughts on that, Nick?
The Rangers?
Yes.
I lean towards the Rangers. I just don't know if I want to trust Dunning, honestly. But
I'm not
honestly, probably, yeah. And probably, here's the thing: the Yankees will probably make him look fine because this team can't hit with Aaron Judge out of the lineup.
All right, it's going up. Back to the chat, Nick.
Yeah. Scrolling up. Here we go. Harper is going to be salivating the gills for that one. Senga isn't good. Okay. Rangers money line. Rangers run line. Didn't realize how cute Darren Turner was. Interesting. Still no Judge, and Texas is 5-1 in their last 6 head-to-head. Watch out. Most of those losses were with Judge in the lineup. All right. Rangers money line. Fernando, if we lose, we know who to blame it on. There you go. I see what you did there. He gets it. Dane, Rangers run line in the over. I don't know if I trust the Yankees for an over. I don't. Would you lean under? I don't know, honestly. I think Dunning can get hit, but I don't know if the Rangers or the Yankees are the team to hit him. That's why I'm staying off this game. Did your pick from last week hit? That's why it's a pick 'em game. Yeah. did. It did. I forgot what it was, but it cashed. There you go. Talking shit about Schmidt. Yeah. Because no Judge for the Yankees, and Texas have been struggling a bit as of late. They should bounce back here where the Yankees shouldn't. But yeah. I'll take Dunn over. Yeah, Power. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. It's just a tough game for me. But we'll move on here. The Baltimore Orioles are hosting the Seattle Mariners. Mariners minus 110 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this spot here. Baltimore, Gibson, and Gilbert. Your pitching matchup here. Seattle opened up at minus 109. It is minus 110, a 1 cent line movement towards the Mariners. Line opened up at an 8.5 or 8. It's up to an 8.5 now. It's a half run up towards the over in this one here. Let's take a look if the money reflects that. Which we have 36% of the tickets and 85% of the cash is on the Mariners. Lines move slightly towards the Mariners here. 67% of the 63% of the tickets, 45% of the cash on the over, and the line is moved towards the over here. Logan Gilbert, 5.27 ERA, 1.21 whip, 6.91 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 1.98 walks per nine, a 2.53 BABIP, a 5.36 FIP, and a 4.63 Sierra. Gibson, 3.3 ERA, 1.1 whip, 7.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.7 walks per nine, a 2.64 BABIP, a 3.11 FIP, and a 4.51 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Mariners here, 2.99 FIP, 3.3 Sierra, 3.52 and 4.11 for the Orioles. Hitting advantage goes towards the Orioles here, 105 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to 83 versus, which is 27th for the Mariners. I really don't have too much of a thought in this game. I was leaning over a little bit. Don't really trust the Mariners to score runs, and I was leaning Orioles, but the money coming in on this game is kind of keeping me off of it. So this is another pass for me. I'm not a huge fan of the slate. Fridays are usually tough for me because they're usually square as all hell, and I usually struggle with those days. But yeah, it's a pass for me at the moment.
This is kind of a similar game as the Yankee game for me. And I forgot to mention this in the Yankee game. These two teams, the Yankees and Mariners, both played the last game last night. That one went pretty late, and then Seattle had to travel from New York to Baltimore, so a little bit of a travel spot. The Yankees didn't have to move, so at least that's beneficial to them. But Orioles didn't have to play yesterday. They didn't have to use a bunch of bullpen like Seattle had to. I think this is just a rough spot for the Seattle Mariners. And of course, I like betting my Orioles. 17 games over 500. They're not on the road, but one of the better road teams in the MLB. This one is a Orioles spot once again for me. And what did I get him at? I got him at, because I know I bet this, minus 115. So go Baltimore.
Good luck. I'm staying off of it here.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. I can't get Baltimore games right. So it's kind of similar to you don't want to touch the AL Central. I really need to find a really good reason to bet a Baltimore game. Same with the Blue Jays. Same with the Rangers.
Sounds good. Let's keep rolling. Or go back to the chat for a minute and then keep rolling.
Yeah. My bad, fellas. What were the picks so far? For me, I only have 5 plays on 3 different games. I'm on Braves -1, Royals first 5 plus a half, and the first 5 under in the Royals game. Mets first 5 money line. Mets team total over 4.5. Tim.
I'm on the Marlins run line, Cincinnati Reds under and Royals, Mets, and Texas run line, and Baltimore.
I stayed away, but may put a solo bet on Baltimore. Good luck. Pass. Yeah. Am I missing something in this game? I don't know. The fact that the Seattle Mariners are under 500 and they're a pick'em favorite on the road against a team that's 17 games over 500 kind of makes me think that the Mariners are the look here. But we'll keep going. Here we go. Another pick'em game with the Orioles. Yeah. Orioles. Seattle sucks on the road compared to at home. Then why are they favorites? Everyone's on the Royals. Kind of makes me think the Mariners are the play. It kind of does.
I don't think so. Keep in mind, the books still are low on Baltimore.
Yeah. Orioles first 5 money line. Yo, from Ice. Any WNBA, we do have those typed up to go over at the end of the show. It was very successful yesterday. I want to continue doing it here. So that CFL game sucks today. Just taking the under, not touching side, maybe Ticats first half. Yeah, I like the under. I need a sweat and 64 pick. I'm dropping $500 on. Good luck. Oh no, Ace Jays next. Yep. After that blowout, I fade them teams. After that blowout, I fade those teams. Okay. We'll move on though. This is one on watch for today, Tim.
Yes.
Toronto Blue Jays are hosting the Oakland Athletics. Currently, they're minus 295 with a total of 9. Let's see where this line history has gone here. It's up. Okay. It opened up at a 290. It got up to a 294. It's down to a 291. All right. So it's moved 1 cent towards the Toronto Blue Jays. Line opened up at plus 105 for the over 9. It's now minus 113 for the over 9. Let's take a look at the money coming on this game. And I haven't even clicked on the page. I have a feeling it's going to be like 9% of the tickets and 17% of the cash are on the 20. Wow, actually more there. 23% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Oakland Athletics. Most of the money, obviously, for the Jays coming in on the run line. 76% of the tickets, 65% of the cash is on the run line. 43% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the line has moved, I believe, towards the over, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. We have Chris Bassett and James Caprillion. Caprillion, 3.66 ERA, 1.41 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 4.22 walks per 9, a 286 BABIP, 409 FIP, and a 5.45 CR. On the flip side, Bassett, 6.06 ERA, 1.5 whip, 7.99 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 1.93 walks per 9, a 324 BABIP, 582 FIP, and a 4.25 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Blue Jays, kind of obviously 4.04 FIP, 3.23 Sierra, compared to 3.73 and 4.72. So actually, the Oakland Athletics have the better FIP than bullpen FIP than the Blue Jays do. Hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Blue Jays, 115 WRC plus versus righties the last 30 days, which is 4th, compared to 85, which is 25th for the Oakland A's. This is one of those games where if it qualifies, I will be on the first 5 full game money line with the Oakland Athletics if the Toronto Blue Jays hit minus 300. Until then, I'm staying off this game with a lean towards the over. I do think both these pitchers are vulnerable. I think Caprillion can get hit a little bit here, and I think Bassett can get hit a little bit here. I know it's our boy Bassett, but he has not been as good as of late. His last couple of starts have been very shaky, and I can see this as a game where he can potentially get hit a little bit. So I do lean towards the over in this spot. Don't know if I particularly trust the Athletics to put up runs, but I lean over in this game.
Yeah, this is one I kind of just stayed away from as well. I obviously I'm never trusting the Blue Jays as a minus $3 favorite. But you've looked at the Oakland Athletics, who have, after winning their 7 straight, have lost 8 straight now. So they're a very trendy team, and they've just been losing. The run line for Toronto is stupid, minus 150s. So there's zero chance I get to Toronto today. And I'm not interested in going after Oakland. This one's just gross. I'm not interested in this game at all.
Yeah.
Back to the chat.
I'm going to sit back and let you go over some chats.
Where did you leave off?
Yeah.
They did slow the game down. They did slow the game down. Yeah. So they would have went up 10 and started preparing for the Orioles. They did slow it down a little bit, but it is what it is. You know what side I'm on. I'll be watching this game, but not betting for or against Oakland. Fair. Blue Jays run line. Can't do it. It's minus 150. You know I don't lay that juice. Does Bassett stink at home, or which Blue Jays pitcher is that? I'm not entirely sure. Bassett's kind of been rough this year in general. Hey, Terry, the Blue Jays suck. Ride the tiny wave. A's first 5. Padres run line is the only run line I bet I was looking at today. It's too juicy. It's like minus 140. I like the Padres today, but I can't lay the 140 on that. I would take A's next game if this is a series. It is. It's the Jays. Ice. We all know they just like to choke a little Toronto sports. Lucky Nick doesn't have FanDuel unless you'd be on the A's right now.
Yeah. I mean the standard for me is bet online for that.
Did you guys go over the breaking news yesterday? Keuchel watch has been officially started.
He signed a minor league deal with the Twins. Please bring him up.
Minus 150s, I'm on it. I'm not. Nowhere near it. No bets look good on this, not even player props. There you go. Does minus 150. I mean, they do, but I'm not laying that.
No, I don't lay that on online. This is a fun matchup, Tim. I think you'll like this one.
I was looking at something, but I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. Milwaukee Brewers and the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians minus 135 favorites. Total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. As we have Wade Miley and Shane Bieber. Line opened up at minus 150. It's now down to a 130, a 20-cent line movement towards Milwaukee. Line opened up at 8. It's now still at 8. And the line has not moved at all. It opened up at a 105, and it went up to a 110, and then it's right back to a 105. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. 57% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Brewers. The line's moved towards the Brewers. 81% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the under. The line's not moved. It looks like they are totally okay with all this under money. And let's take a look here. Wade Miley has been solid recently, but I don't think he's pitched that much. I think he's made one start since his return.
He's made a couple. One start this in the last 28 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he has a 0 ERA, .8
against
whip.
Pittsburgh. He went 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, no earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks.
I'm not even gonna read his stats because I don't think it means anything with one start. Bieber 3.96 ERA, 1.22 whip, 6.05 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 2.79 walks per 9, a 254 BABIP, a 455 FIP, and a 4.71 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians with a 3.86 FIP and a 4.52 SIERA compared to 5.55 and 4.64. Both are bad. And the hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Guardians. 127 for WRC plus versus lefties the last 30 days, which is 4th. The only thing that I think is going to keep me off of betting the over in this game is that the Brewers do not hit righties. 70 WRC plus, which is 30th the last 30 days. I would have liked to back this over 8 because 96% of the cash is on the under, and this line's not budged. So it's a lean towards the over for me. I might end up playing it. I don't want the Guardians the way the lines move down on them, but I mean money's come in on the Brewers, so I guess that kind of makes sense because we have 57% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Brewers, but a 20-cent line movement is a little much for that. So I lean over. This line move does tell me maybe the Brewers get to Bieber a little bit here in this game, and I don't know. Maybe there's some value here on this over, but it's minus 111 for the over 8 here. I'll let you go over the game real quick. I'm going to look a little bit deeper into this over.
I was kind of looking at Cleveland. And we're getting to the point where Shane Bieber might be on the move soon. So he's going to want to try to pitch the best that he can to get out of there. Although you look at the standings and isn't it actually kind of close right now? Minnesota, where's Minnesota? 38. Yeah, Cleveland's only a game back of Minnesota. So we'll see whether or not they decide to sell and stuff. But Shane Bieber's going to try to pitch the best that he can the next little bit. Better than he tries to right now, I guess. So I want to go after Bieber. I'm not a big Miley guy. I don't think he's good. So it'd be a look towards Cleveland. Is it enough for me to go and bet it? No, I feel like the only time I'm going to be betting Cleveland is when the guy named Gavin Williams is pitching.
Yeah, I'm going to stay off of this spot. It's a lean, but the fact that the Lions only moved penny, even though all the money's on the over, or the line, my bet, the Lions moved 4 cents on Bet Online. It opened up at 115. It's down to a 111. It's moved 4 cents, even though 96% of the cash is on the under. Feels like one of the most obvious unders that this game goes over. It does. I'm just humming and hawing though. So screw it. I'm going to take it. Over 8 minus 111. Brewers, Guardians, over 8 minus 111. Screw it. There you go. Markel likes the under. Interleague Central matchup. Yeah, that's going to end up keeping me off of it. Vegas didn't have a good day yesterday. I think that's why they have so many pick'ems today. Bring back some of that lost cash last night. Maybe. Makes sense. JT's here. What's up? Because of the lines, make 0 cents. Yeah, some of them don't. 1-800, that's fair. Thanks for the invite. Looking forward to getting acquainted with the chat here and becoming a regular. Welcome, JT. Welcome. I just checked a nice cheeky same game parlay. A's first 5 full game. Nationals first 5 full game. 2,100. Have fun. Brewers are online. Good luck. I'm not going to be on that one. Nick, could you tell Icex to unblock me? I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. I joke a lot on here. I miss that guy. No. Welcome. No, I was talking about X. You like the under? Yeah. Let's keep rolling, Nick. And here's my guaranteed lock of the day. The Sox are going to win this game. Yeah, the Sox money line. Yeah.
Sox money line.
I can see the Sox money line in this game. I don't know. It just feels a little tricky in that spot. Let's get into it. Boston Red Sox, Chicago White Sox, Brian Bayo, Lucas Giolito. Line opened up at minus 110 for Boston. It is still minus 110 for Boston. Line did get up to 116. The original line move was towards the Red Sox. The line opened up at an 8.5 minus 105. It's now an 8.5 minus 102. So a 3-cent line movement towards the under in this game. So no line movement on the side, little line movement on the total. 86% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Red Sox. Line's not moved, which is going to keep me completely off the Red Sox in this game. I think with that type of cash, it's White Sox or nothing, probably. 57% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved 3 cents towards the under. This is a tricky game. Brian Bayo has been awesome. 2.61 ERA, 1.02 whip, 7.55 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.32 walks per 9, a 2.42 BABIP, a 3.21 FIP, and a 4.023 Sierra. On the flip side, Giolito, 3.38 ERA, 1.50 whip, 9.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 5.4 walks per 9, but a 2.84 BABIP, a 5.34 FIP, and a 4.89 Sierra. Pitching matchup is screaming Red Sox. Bullpen advantage is towards the Red Sox. 3.43 ERA, 3.83 whip. And on the flip side, 4.38 FIP and a 4.12 Sierra. Hitting advantage, you guessed it, it's the Red Sox. 106 WRC plus, which is 10th, compared to the White Sox, when they're against righties, they forget how to hit. 75 WRC plus, which is 29th in baseball. Why is this line not moving? That's what's freaking me out about this game. It's why is this line not moving? Because and maybe I just back the Red Sox here and say screw it. My X's and O's say Red Sox. Line's not moving. Big bets are coming on the Red Sox. Public as hell. But I mean, it's Friday, so stupid public crap works on Fridays apparently, which tells me probably the Red Sox win this game. Do I want to bet this? Not with the way the money's coming on this game. Not particularly, no. It's Red Sox. I mean, my X's and O's scream Red Sox. The markets say not so fast, my friend. But I lean Boston if I had to bet this game. But probably going to stay off this one.
I'm going to stick to my Sox money line and move on. No, I'm kidding. I have zero interest in this game. I have the White Sox to win the division, so I'm hoping they can start getting some wins together. But if anything, this Red Sox team looks good right now. Although they got shut out yesterday, and I think they actually have lost 2 straight now to Minnesota, which is, they lost 2 straight to end that Minnesota series after winning 6 games in a row. But this would be, I don't know. I can't really go after it to pick them, and I don't feel like there's value either way. So it's kind of a stay away. I kind of look towards the over just because I could definitely see Belo and Giolito getting hit today, and a 4-4 game just seems like something that could happen. But this one's going to be a stay away spot for me as well.
Yeah, see, I lean the opposite way for the total, and the reason behind that is Bayo's actually pitched pretty well, and I could see him shutting down the White Sox today. Maybe the unders to look. I mean, and I know you just said over. I'm only looking at the first 5 under because this White Sox bullpen's still bad. The line's moved towards the under, and Bayo has pitched actually pretty well. Money's coming in on the under. So, I mean, the line move makes sense. Before we move on, it is a 4.5 at -120. I lean first 5 under in this game if I had to get to it, but I'm not going to bet it.
Yeah, me neither. Back to the chat, Nick, and there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Wow, 27 chats, Tim. Where'd you leave off?
Right there, Nick.
There you go. Oh. My friend Donnie just showed me O/Texas parlay.
I like it. I like it.
You really trying the little Joe Isex. All right. Which one? Yeah. My Sox are red today. Fair. Yes, Sox money line. Free money. I'm on the Red Sox. Yeah. He also had the Sox red. I'm scared of Giolito, to be honest. I think Giolito can come out here and shove. I think that's what the markets are kind of telling me is Giolito has a decent game here. I might move on that under. I might. Plus 115. The Sox own the Sox. Jeez, yeah, it's ridiculous. The Sox have won every time. Is Verdugo still out?
I have not a clue. I don't really. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me.
I'm not a regular person in the chat. I'm actually from Area 51. Yeah, pass. Yeah, why Friday so trashy? Yeah, it was always the Black Sox. Yeah, I get it. I meant becoming a regular. Yeah. If you are wearing White Sox, then White Sox money line. What if you're wearing no socks?
I'm wearing White Sox right now.
Yeah. Give me the Sox money line. Yes. Buck's trying to scare us off. Yep. Freaky Friday. Yeah. Give me the dirty Red Sox. There you go. LA Angels. We'll get into it. I like the White Sox, to be honest. Doing laundry now. Sandoval over 4.5 strikeouts. We'll get to that next game. White Sox are 3-7 in the last 10. Red Sox are 6-4 in the last 10. Red Sox are 6-3 on the road versus them Whiteys. Yeah. Books are trying to scare me. It is, and it's working. Yeah. If the Red Sox win, so be it. But I'm not betting a side where the line hasn't moved and there's 70% of the tickets and 80% of the cash on it. Or 80% of the tickets, 70% of the cash on it. Like, I'm not doing that.
Nope.
White Sox are terrible. Red Sox all the way. Good luck. Under is the play. I kind of think the under is the look. I really do. Same game parlay. Boston money line. Verdugo to get a hit. He's on a 12-game hit streak with 20 hits in those games. There you go. Yeah, I got the Sox. Yurfie. There you go. Liberty went over.
The line went up.
It went up like 7 points. There you go.
Yeah, because last night when I went over that game, it was like a 164.5. By the time I bet it was
and that's now 170.
By the time I put it up on the side, it was 169.
Yep. But we got 4 more games to go over, and then we have 2 WNBA that we will go over. We have the Rockies and the Angels. The Angels minus 155 favorites, total of 11.5 in this game. No surprise, Ballpark Pal has this as the best hitting conditions on the slate today. Are you shocked?
Of course.
Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. There we go. Line opened up at 161 for the Angels. It's now down to a 148, a 13-cent line movement towards the Colorado Rockies. All right. Line opened up at a minus 120 to the over. It's now a minus 106. So the lines moved 14 cents towards the under, and the lines moved 13 cents towards the Rockies. Let's see if the money coming in correlates here. 72% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the under, and 34% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Rockies. Big bets coming in on Colorado here. I can understand it. Colorado's a better home team than road team, but I don't know how you're backing Kyle Freeland and the way that these Rockies hit lefties. Patrick Sandoval, 5.48 ERA, 1.83 WHIP, 8.44 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 3.8 walks per 9, a 4.18 BABIP, 4.03 FIP, and a 4.44 SIERA. On the flip side, Freeland, 5.67 ERA, 1.56 WHIP, 4 strikeouts per 9, which is 10%, 3.33 walks per 9, a 3.04 BABIP, a 5.43 FIP, and a 5.89 SIERA. Bullpens are not great. 4.46 FIP, 4.88 for the Angels, 5.15, 5.09 are for the Rockies. The Angels, 107 WRC plus, which is 14th against lefties. The Rockies are dead last, 30th, 55 WRC plus versus left-handed pitching, which tells me that this game, as bad as these pitchers look, I think these pitchers can have a decent game. Bigger bets are coming in on the under. The line's moving towards the under, and I kind of agree with that here. Let me take a look what we're getting for it real quick. And I can get a 6. I can get a 6 at even money here. I'm going to take the first 5 under at 6 in this game. I know it's not the two not great pitchers, but a 6 at even money with a team that is dead last versus lefties this year. I think Sandoval can shut down the Rockies in this spot. And the Angels offense has not been clicking as of late. They didn't score a single run in the 2 games against the Dodgers. They got shut out both games, lost both games 2-0. And I can see something pretty similar here where they continue struggling offensively. So I'm going to grab the first 5 under 6 at even money here.
I don't hate it. It's got to be Angels or nothing. Angels run line or nothing for me. I can't go after the Rockies right now. I know that line seems just weird, and that's fine. I know Higgs is on the Rockies today. I can't do it. They've lost 8 straight games. Until they win something, I'm not backing them. There's not a chance. So for me in this one, it's Angels or nothing, and it's going to end up being nothing. I will say I have plays in the last 3 games, so at least I'll have them there. But I have nothing on this game.
Yeah, the Rockies against lefties, I think, are an easy fade.
Yeah. Verdugo not expected to play. He missed the last couple of games. Okay. It's crazy I didn't even put it. Yeah. That the WNBA is total. Good day to everyone. Good day to you, Munchie. Rockies, good luck to you. I couldn't do it. Angels crushed the Rockies. I could see it. Rockies might be calling my name. I can't do it. Kind of like the Rockies. I can't do it. Love the Angels here, but not strong. Not enough to put them on a parlay. Just single bet them first 5. Has to be on the run line. Verdugo on the behavioral list. He won't be back until Tuesday. Sounds good. I'm on a tractor right now, and the AC won't. I just stopped working hotter than a sauna in here. That sucks, dude. Angels, don't hate it. Laugh. That's the only thing that scares me is Freeland. Fair, no windows. Wow, public consensus is 94% on LAA money line may cash out of that single bet. That's why I didn't pull the trigger. 80 degrees out, shit don't help. Better spots today. Sure. I'm going to be skinnier than Quagmire at the end of the day. There you go. Can I get some K's from Patrick?
I think so. With the way the Rockies hit lefties, I absolutely think so.
Angels wake up today and finally smash the ball. Sandoval serves the Rockies a plate of full whiff, but definitely not seeing it. Giggity. When Mets beat Philly, they didn't have Harper. Now they are in Philly. The Mets are also 17-5 against the Phillies.
17-4, yeah.
17-5. They went.
I read that off of covers. They're 17-4 the last 21 meetings.
All right, then I missed it. Okay, whatever. What are this one, Nick? Where we get to celebrate Patrick Corbin Day?
Yeah, don't know how much we're gonna be able to celebrate it, but we'll see. The Padres are minus 280 with a total of 8 in this game. This is another game I'm keeping my eye out for because this can easily reach minus 300. It hasn't, and maybe it doesn't. Line opened up at minus 240. It's up to a 278 now. Line has moved 38 cents towards the Padres. Line opened up at an 8 minus 115. It's now an 8 minus 120. So a 5-cent line movement towards the over in this spot here. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. We have 64% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Padres. Usually with these big favorites, we usually see the bigger bets coming in or the larger bets coming in on the dog. That's not the case here because usually we'll be like, oh yeah, the plus 240 dog has 15% of the tickets and 40% of the cash, whatever. It's not. 36% of the tickets, 30% of the cash is on the Nationals. 67% of the tickets, 50% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved towards the over here in this spot. And I kind of think the over is the look in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. It is Joe Musgrove versus Patrick Corbin. Patrick Corbin, 5.72 ERA, 1.98 whip, 6.35 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 5.08 walks per nine, a 368 BABIP, a 586 FIP, and a 5.67 SIERA. He's not good. Can we stop pretending like he is good or he has value? He doesn't. Joe Musgrove, 2.15 ERA, 1.09 whip, 7.06 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 1.84 walks per nine, a 291 BABIP, a 297 FIP, and a 3.86 SIERA. Bullpen advantage actually goes towards, it's about even. I would call it actually slightly towards the Padres. 4.88 FIP, a 3.98 SIERA compared to 4.33 and 4.6. Hitting advantage 100% goes towards the Padres. 130 WRC plus, which is second against lefties last 30 days. They're absolutely killing lefties, and we saw it yesterday against Webb. And on the flip side, 101 WRC plus for the Nationals, which is 17th against righties. I think the one thing that's kind of scaring me off the full game over is that I think that Musgrove is finally rounding into form as an elite pitcher and one of the best in the National League. I do like the Padres a little bit in this game. Obviously, minus 280. I'm not laying that price. That is just not happening. But with the total being an 8, it's giving us a very affordable price tag here on the team total over for the Padres. Let's take a look. The reason why Petco has the worst hitting conditions today, but the line's moving up towards the over. And I think that the Padres are able to get 5 runs against Patrick Corbin. You can get the team to, it's a 3.5 for the first 5 innings at plus 120. I kind of lean full game over as well, thinking maybe the Padres can put up 7 runs in this game. And I think I'm going to move on that. I think I'm going to move on the full game over as well. Let me do one last check on the way the line's moved here real quick to make sure that this does correlate. It has moved up 5 cents, so I think we can correlate it here. I'm going to double down here. And if this hits minus 300, then oh well, I got a good price to back the Padres here. Team total over 4.5 at minus 135. Full game over 8 here I think this game is just a high-scoring one. I don't think this game hits minus 300. I don't think so. So
no, it's still pretty far out of.
It's still pretty far. I'm more worried about the Blue Jays game hitting minus 300, and I will be thrilled to fade the Blue Jays at minus 300.
Yeah. But if that's the case, then Blue Jays will end up winning by 4 runs. So.
Oh, of course they would. Absolutely, they would.
I'm on the over as well. Happy Patrick Corbin Day to everybody. And I don't lay run lines out often. I'm very tempted on San Diego run line. Minus 133. It's just a very, very bad
spot.
Scheduling spot for Washington, because you get Washington, who's coming off of a makeup game yesterday in DC, and then having to travel across the country and go play in San Diego. I am very tempted to, and you know how often I lay minus it would be 133. I want to grab the run line with San Diego as well, saying that they win this game 8-2.
Okay, I think I found an affordable way we can back the Padres here, or at least I can.
Minus 133 is the run line.
Yeah, it's 140 for the run line on Bet Online here. You can get the -2 at minus 109.
Well, I can't do that on the site, so
I think I'm gonna triple down here on this Padres spot. I think they absolutely destroy.
We don't do this that often, but
I don't think this hits minus 300, and if it does, then I got in early, and I don't care. So
I think we've bet juice above 120, 130 like 4 or 5 times this year, and our ROI is good when it happens. San Diego run line minus 133.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab San Diego minus 109. Triple up spot here for the Padres. I think they absolutely smash.
There you go. Back to the chat, Nick.
I'm tracking my plays real quick.
Okay.
I could just run lined it, but it is what it is.
Kevin Wheelies is told that the New Jersey Devils are closing on a 3-year contract extension for Eric Huala.
Holla.
There you go. Well, I'm off the Rockies. White Sox money line, good luck. Padres run line, yes. Padres run line, yes. Corbin money line, no. Patty McCorbs isn't that good. Happy Patrick Corbin Day. If it was in DC, different story. On the road, no. Yeah, Musgrove. San Diego, yeah, I could see that. I kind of like the over, yes. Bonk, thank you, Ice. Correlated Pods run line over 8, yes. Could see 7-3. I could see that as well. Padres, yes. Nationals win, no. Nationals are in a horrible spot today. Horrible spot. I know it's tough, but would you minus 1.5 first 5 at even money? Sure. I could see this one getting out of hand quick. Corbin should get shelled early. Yes. Padres wasted their runs yesterday. Nope. Going DC. I am not. I am not going there today. 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah. The LA Dodgers minus 135 against the Houston Astros. 8.5 total in this one. Let's get into the line history here. LA Houston. France and Sheehan. Line opened up at 130. It's up to a 136, a 6-cent line movement towards the Dodgers. Line opened up at 125 for the over. It's now a 118, a 17-cent line, or 7-cent line movement towards the under, a 6-cent line movement towards the Dodgers. Let's see if it correlates here. As we have 47% of the tickets, 84% of the cashes on the under. The line is moved towards the under. We have 39% of the tickets, 50% of the cashes on the Dodgers. Line's moved slightly towards the Dodgers here. So the bigger bets coming in on the Astros, or the bigger bets coming in on the Dodgers, yes. And Sheehan. But France, 3.09 ERA, 1.19 whip, 7.88 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.38 walks per 9, a 2.53 BABIP, a 4.28 FIP, and a 4.43 Sierra. Sheehan, 0 ERA, 0.33 whip, 4.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 3 walks per 9, no walks, 3.28 BABIP, or FIP, 0 BABIP. Yeah. Here's the thing with Sheehan is he had 1 start. I just remember that. Dodgers with the bullpen advantage, 3.89 FIP and a 3.49 Sierra compared to 4.28 and 4.38. Hitting is dead even, 99 for both of them. And looking at this spot for me, I have really no interest. It could be a fun game to watch. I'll root for the Astros because I have futures on them. It's not a game I'm getting involved with, though.
I grabbed the Astros today. I just don't trust this Dodgers team right now. They're mediocre, and getting the Astros at plus money, I think that Mets series is going to turn them around a little bit because they were able to get stuff going those last 2 days. The pitching looked good in the second game, hitting looked good in the third game for them. I think this is going to be a good spot for the Astros to start putting on something, and they always go big when they get to go up against the Dodgers.
For sure.
And it's Sheehan, which I'm not. We've seen one start from, you said. So this one's going to be a Astros spot for me with JP France on the mound. A little bit of plus money. I'm going with the Astros today.
Fair. It's a tricky spot for me. I don't know how much we could trust Sheehan. It's too much of a wild card for me personally. I'll root for your Astros there. I hope they turn it around, but no, it's a pass for me.
Sounds good. Back to the Chatteroo, Nick.
Yeah. Oh boy. I think this is on FanDuel. The Cy Young race, McClanahan just dropped to plus 650. He's no longer the favorite. Valdez is.
As Valdez should be.
Yeah. We have to go over the chat, right? Or you?
Yes, chat. I'm quickly putting up stuff on the site.
What was the last one you left off at?
Oh boy. Go ahead, start here.
Marlins, Padres, money line. That I feel like either that one or it'd be Padres and Blue Jays has Mike M, Pimp Slap, POD, hip to be square written all over it.
No, it's got to be Padres and Giants.
Padres and Giants?
Padres and Giants. We'll talk about the game in a minute.
I would think it would be like the Blue Jays.
No.
Maybe. I don't know. Pass. I hit the like button like an adult. Appreciate it. Oh, God. Another series. I hate Astros, Dodgers. Yeah. Rays were easy money yesterday, LOL. And now the Jays and the Padres today. I think the Padres do smash, though. That's the thing is I do think the Padres win and win easily.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible situational spot for the Nationals. So. Give me the Astros. There you go. Corbin? No Corbin. He gets lit up today. And here's the thing. And let me grab the stats real quick behind this guy. I believe it's pretty simple. He's actually worse on the road than he is at home. Corbin. He sucks at both. 4.56 ERA at home, but a 4.56 at home, but a 5.4 on the road. So he's bad either way, but he's even worse on the road. The Astros over 8.5. Dodgers curse themselves with those colorful masked nuns. What? I have no idea what you're talking about there. Same game parlay doesn't back either team to win because of all of the games. This one is a pick 'em. To me, Christian Walker 1+ hits, Kettle Marte 1+ hits. You cash in cashed in for me 4 straight days, and the over 8 in the Marlins. There you go. Missed that game. Mail lady rang up because with my BC order. There you go. Nationals punked these ST Padres on the road last year. Don't see that changing. I remember that last year. They cashed as a -300 fade. The Nationals there with Corbin on the mound. No. Was it Corbin or was it Jonah Don? It was a really bad pitcher that I cashed in.
No. If the Nationals didn't just play a game in DC yesterday and then travel across it's a horrible spot for them. Don't bet the Nationals thing. Keep going, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah. And I was just rechecking my book because somebody mentioned that they were -300. They're not on my book, and I go off of Bet Online. LOL, Corbin's splits suck, but I'd be more confident with Gore/Grayford. Yeah. Pod's game is now -300, not on Bet Online. Bet Online is the book I go off of because that's the book I bet on now. Once more books become available to me, then I can use other books. But it's not a minus 300 on Bet Online. Last baseball game of the day, and then we have 2 WNBA to go over. The Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are $1.70 favorites here, Tim. Total of 8, coming in off of an ass whooping yesterday. But they had won, 10 games straight since then, before then?
Yep.
Let's take a look here. Zach Davies and Logan Webb. Line opened up at minus 155. It's a 14-cent line movement towards the Giants. Up to 169. Line opened up at an 8 minus 120. It's an 8 minus 115 now. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Let's see if that reflects a 14-cent line movement towards the Giants, and it 100% does. 53% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the Giants. 86% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. And the line has moved, I believe I said towards the under, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't remember. I wasn't really listening to you.
I think it was like a 5-cent line movement. It wasn't crazy. It opened up at minus 120. It's now minus 115. So a 5-cent line movement towards the under, even though big bets coming in on the over. Kind of interesting there. Kind of tells me that the under is live in this game. The only thing that's really going to keep me away from that is Zach Davies, but his numbers should be better. Davies, 7.66 ERA, 1.79 whip, 8.46 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.22 walks per 90, 403 BABIP. He's going to be getting really unlucky as his FIP or his ERA is 4.55, 3.06 FIP. On the flip side, Logan Webb has been good, 3.51 ERA, 1.11 whip, 8.37 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 1.62 walks per nine, a 290 BABIP, a 361 FIP, and a 3.29 SIERA. Both pitchers should be decent in this game. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants, 3.03 FIP and a 3.56 SIERA compared to 3.68 and 4.37. Bullpen advantage or hitting advantage goes towards the Giants, 113 WRC plus compared to 112. A slight 1 WRC plus difference in the hitting here. I hate Zach Davies. I really don't want to back him. This under seems intriguing. Even though I said I don't want to back Davies, and that'd be a way to back Davies. I really have no interest in this game. I guess it'd be Giants -1 if I had to get to it here, which would be minus 126. If I lean that way. Am I going to be backing it? No. I will let me sweat out the late game of the Padres Nationals instead of it. So, pass Ray.
You said you lean Giants though.
Lean Giants -1. Didn't bet.
I'm going to load it up. This is my favorite play of the day. And you know how much I love the Diamondbacks. They are in the exact same position as the Nationals. They just played a makeup game in D.C. yesterday, and then they had to travel out to San Fran. That's on 0 days rest. That is a awful, awful scheduling spot. And you wonder why that under is live? I could see Arizona possibly getting shut out for the first time this year.
Whoa.
I could see it being a 4-0 type of game. And I think the Giants getting smacked around yesterday was good for them because it ended their winning streak, and now they get to go up against the current division leader. And this is going to be a big series for the division. And obviously, I have Diamondback futures. I think this is I think this Diamondbacks team is really good. Giants run line today versus them. I'll go back to the Diamondbacks tomorrow. I think they have somebody better on the mound tomorrow. Merrill Kelly pitching tomorrow. I'll go to the Diamondbacks tomorrow. Today it's the Giants on the run line.
Yeah, all right. You talked me into it. Giants -1, -126 for me. Yeah, I wanted a reason to fade Davies, honestly.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is all the MLB games. We'll quit.
This series I do enjoy. Diamondbacks money line. Diamondbacks are the Giants' kryptonite. No, maybe. Oh well, that dab got me up. That same game parlay was for this game, not the Marlins. Detroit Lightning Tigers first of two. Don't dab and cap boys. Yeah. It's probably good advice there. Bad spots for the Diamondbacks, 2A. Let's go to the Zach attack. Arizona first 5. No.
Don't do
Zach
it.
Davies is so bad. Yeah. This is why the black and orange G-men got smashed yesterday. Looking ahead to this game, potentially. The under is scary with how hot the Giants' bats have been, and Arizona have been battling. Yeah, I could that's what kept me off the over or the under in this one. 0 days rest equals super fade. Yeah, Walker 1+ hits, Marte 1+ hits, over 8. Yeah, over 8. Giants first 5 -0.5. Yeah. League screwed Arizona. LOL. I want the bigger.
It's a game in June. They didn't screw Arizona.
Yeah. Giants. I'd definitely be on the Diamondbacks tomorrow, though. Yeah. And we'll now move into. We have 2 games to go over, Tim. This was a very successful segment yesterday, so we're bringing it back, and we're going to be talking about it.
Wasn't that successful yesterday?
I went 3-1, so I was happy about it. So I'm going to bring it back here. New York Liberty, Atlanta Dream in this one here. The Liberty are 8-point favorites with a total of 170. You mentioned earlier that this line has spiked.
Yeah, I have a here. Take off the banner for a minute. Yeah,
165.5. Wow.
I took the over.
But yeah, let's get into it. Dream and the Liberty. -8 for the Liberty, total of 170 in this game. Line opened up at an 8. It went down to a 7.5, and it's now back up to an 8. This line, when it opened up on BetOnline, it wasn't available at 165.5 at all. It opened up at a 167.5, and it's up to a 170.5, a 3-point line movement towards the over. And when we look at these two teams, the Dream have been an over team. They're 5-6, 6-5 ATS, 7-4 over under. The Liberty 7-3, 5-5 ATS, 5-5 over under. Liberty coming in off of back-to-back unders, even with these even with the lines at 170.5 and 163. So they have been playing unders as of late. Previous to that, they played 3 straight overs and 4 or 5 overs. So this has been a decent over team. Earlier in the year, the Dream are coming in off of an under against Dallas, but previous to that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their last 6 games were overs. And they've played the Liberty twice already this year, and one went over the total of 165. The other one went under the total of 170.5. The one in New York went under. The one in Atlanta went over. So the one game that did go that was in Atlanta went over. Let's take a look at the money coming into this game. Let's see if there's a reason why this line's moved up 3 points. And there we go. All markets. I have no cash flow on this total. I have 50% of the tickets and 53% of the cash is on the Liberty in this game. And this is going to lead me to passing the spot. I would have liked to see what the cash flow is on this over, because I think the over is a decent look. Even at 170, I can see this getting up into the 180s. But this is going to be a pass for me.
Well, you'll pass. I'll double down. I already got the over. I bet it at 167. I was able to get up on the side. By the time the line came up on the site, it was 169. I don't care. This is going into the 180s. And I'm going to be grabbing the Dream as well at +8, just because 16, 11, and 1 is the home dogs trend. New York Liberty, 85.6 points a game, which is number 2 in the league. 84.5 points per game for Atlanta. And Atlanta's got the second worst defense in the WNBA, allowing 86.4 points per game. So I could easily see this one getting high scoring. I would also look probably towards an Atlanta Dream over, team total over. I'm all over the Dream. I may go even more on it, but I like the over and I like the Dream in this one. If you want to teaser it too, that's fine. If you want to get back down to the line from earlier and get more points on the Dream, but Dream and the over for me.
Yeah, I mean, this was a tough spot for me, so it was a pass.
Dope Padres hat, Nick.
Appreciate it.
Over 170. No. You really just put a handbag next to it? How dare you? Suppness. Isn't New York more of a defensive team? They are allowing 79.1 points per game, which is 5th in the WNBA. I think that Atlanta's going to run up and down with them, though. They're going to want to play high pace. We'll go to this game, Nick, which I like this one too. I like both of them.
Yeah, Dallas Wings are 1-point favorites against the Sparks, total of 163.5. Let's take a look at the line movement here, and it's been a lot of ones. It opened up at LA -1. It's Dallas -1 now. So the line's flipped.
Which means nothing. Which means nothing.
A little bit. Line opened up at 165. It's down to a 163. So a 2-point line movement towards the under and a 2-point line movement towards the Wings in this game. We have 77% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on the Sparks, and the lines move towards the Wings. We have 31% of the tickets and 40% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the under, which tells me that I think the Wings and the under are the two ways to go in this game. And I didn't take anything in the first game, but I will be taking something in this game. I'm going to go with the Wings and the under in this spot, unless
I'm already on the Sparks. But okay, go ahead.
You're already on the Sparks. Great. All right, then I'm just on the under then. But yeah, with the line moving down and the majority of the money is on the over and the line's moving down, I'm going to go right back to another WNBA under, which let me refresh this here. I don't know if it's updated yesterday, but through the first 38 games of the year, 71 games of the year, unders are rating at 53.5%. And if you disclude the 3 overtime games, they're hitting at 56%. So under 163 for me in this spot.
Yeah. I'm a little bit higher on the Sparks team than most people are, which could either be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I think that the Sparks team could I mean, you look at the standings and everything. There's the upper tier. Sorry, there's the when I look at the tiers, Nick, for this league, I got Vegas. They get a tier of their own right now.
Yep.
Then I get Connecticut, New York, and Washington as like a mid tier, like a 4 through 6. And then LA and Dallas is kind of like the third tier. And then you got everybody else: Atlanta, Indiana, Chicago, Seattle, Phoenix, Minnesota. Are all bottom garbage teams. I think LA has the best shot to move up into that 2-tier rather than them over Dallas. I do like the Sparks in this one. I got them at like a -105. So LA for me in this one, Nick.
Yeah. I might dive deeper a little into and maybe look towards Wings in the first half or something like that, because I want to get involved with Dallas in this spot.
Plus, it's a little bit of a letdown spot for Dallas after a big win versus the Dream, where there was the whole double technical ejection, sign the jersey as she's running out, hyping up there was a whole entire big scene of that. I think it might be a little bit of a letdown spot for him. And I like LA.
I'll just stick with my my WNBA unders then.
Here you go. Dream. Yes, dream. Wings and the under. Sparks are trash. Anemic offense. I like the Sparks today. Wings, nope. Boo, Tim. Why are we still back in the Sparks? They're like the Lakers. No, they're not. I have nothing to do with them. Over 11 in the Braves game. I could see it. Over 8 in the Rays game. I could see it. Over in the Tigers. Sure, in Tigers' first 5 run line. Did we talk about – oh, yeah. I didn't touch that Tigers game. It was against the Twins. I put a future on the Mystics and Suns, but the 2 faves have 0 value. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. There's no value in the Liberty or in the Aces. Will the Tigers hit in the 9th inning? No, plus 180. That is bold. Good luck to you. That is all the games for today. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, that is all the games for today, which that means it's time, Tim.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
I just wanted you to play that again. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, Merch, TikTok, ESB Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I know we already went over all the games. Go over there, leave a like, show them I'm doing a good job. Appreciate that. Check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap. Marlins run line. I like the Reds today. I like the under in the Rays game. I like the Mets. The Rangers run line. Baltimore. Over in San Diego, the Astros and the San Francisco run line, along with the Dream +8 in the over, and the LA Sparks. Nick?
Yeah, I'm on the Atlanta Braves -1, -130. I'm on the Royals first 5 +0.5, +125. Royals, Rays, first 5 under 4.5, -125. Mets, first 5 money line. Mets team total over 4.5, -115. Milwaukee, Cleveland over 8. Colorado, LA, first 5 under 6. Padres -2, -109. Padres team total over 4.5, -135. And the full game over 8. In the CFL, I'm on the Montreal Alouettes at +115 and the under 43.5. And Dallas, LA, I'm on the under 163.
And there you go. Enjoy your days. Good luck. Best of luck. Let's get it. Nerfy of the day, Senga versus Walker. You have fun with that one. Good luck, y'all. Good luck. Stop, Gio. Housekeeping. Stay classy, San Diego. Go fuck yourself. Nice. Reds, hot. Why not? I know, right? That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow around 10:30 for another edition. Good luck, guys.